So what's up, everybody? I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about how I come up with my track names. The only reason I want to talk about this, sorry, wow, horrible. The only reason I want to talk about this is because, for one, the way that I kind of do it is I knock out two things at once, and honestly, it's kind of beneficial to me because it, for one, helps me prepare for the future, and it also helps me, for one, come up with a track name, obviously, that has meaning to it, and it's a little bit more than just whatever the track name is. Because I know some artists do tend to just name it whatever it may be. They just throw the name on there because they just want to put the name on there. The song's done. They don't care about the name of the song. They just kind of come up with something random. So basically, how I go about creating the name for my tracks is I like to give it about a day or two to sit. So I don't really like to listen to it after I get done with it. Once I'm working on it and I'm happy with it, I just let it sit for a day or two. And then I go back to the song and I listen to it non-stop. I sit there and I listen to the song and I try to picture what I can, I guess, turn the song into as far as like a movie. I make a movie of the song in my head. Based off that movie that I create in my head, then I start kind of making, I kind of start thinking of like what the song makes me feel. I also try to think back on how the studio session went if it was a recording. So I just kind of take all that into consideration, and I kind of just try to feel out what the emotions were, what we felt like, what we were talking about. I take all that stuff into consideration, and I just start thinking about everything. And as I'm creating this movie in my head, it's, for one, based off of emotion, based off of true events, and based off of things that happened in the studio session. That just kind of starts to spark something. I begin to write all this stuff down because in the future I'm gonna want to probably make a music video for these songs. So like I said, two in one. I'm creating a video in my head, but I'm also creating a name for the title, or I'm creating a title for the song that I created. So like I said, you're knocking out two things at once. It's, if you have a creative mind to make a song, you have the creative mind to actually be able to sit there and listen to it and just create this movie in your head. Because I mean, it's what you're gonna have to do regardless of. So would you rather, spend probably hundreds and thousands of dollars on someone who's gonna create this idea for you? And a lot of artists probably won't even do it. A lot of creators to make videos probably won't do that. A lot of these people will expect you, well, not even expect you, but they would rather you come to them with a script of what you want to record, of what your idea is for your song. Because at the end of the day, it is your song. So you have to have the creative ideas. You may not have everything planned out, word by word, or whatever it is that they do. You may not have it all planned out, perfectly. But at least you have the blueprint. At least you have the idea of what you want for your song. So all this comes from just sitting there, whether it's 30 minutes to an hour, multiple hours, just imagining what's going on with your song. Just thinking about all the steps, all the build-ups, the choruses, whatever it is, from whatever genre you're creating. You're going through the steps. You're creating this visual in your head. But at the same time, you're also feeling the visual that you're thinking of. And thus, all that together brings not only the track name, but it also creates an amazing video that you can put to work in the future. So that's my creative process, to creating a track name, as well as being able to create a script for a music video in the future. So I hope it's something that a lot of you guys are already doing. If you're not currently doing it,